Okay. Uh, Jazakallah everyone for joining. This particular session is also being recorded, and a copy will be shared with you uh, hopefully soon after. So those who are joining, I believe you are here because you would have seen this particular advert somewhere, either from me or from one of your friends or family, and essentially we are here to discuss how we can run a business on Amazon using the data. Uh, so the next slide. Okay, agenda. So agenda for this particular session is we will talk about the purpose of organizing this session. We'll talk about us. We'll talk about our brands, our achievements in past 12 months. We will also talk about why should we sell on Amazon. We will talk about Amazon product life cycle. We'll take a case study, a product case study. We'll calculate profit calculations. We will also look at trend data. We will also see what are the issues our clients, new or existing clients, have been facing, and how can we find, or what are the solutions we are coming up with, and to offer you those solutions. And in the end, if we hopefully we'll have sufficient time and we can take question and answers. So I'm hoping the presentation shouldn't take more than 20 to 30 minutes, hopefully. So the purpose, essentially, the purpose of this session is to guide you on how can you invest your funds in creating your own Amazon shop if you don't have one, and how can you use the data insights we provide, which we will provide you to purchase and sell products on Amazon to ultimately make some profit. About us. So we are, to those who have been working with us, know about us enough, but those who are new, we are UK-based importers, wholesalers, own retailers, and distributors. We were established, our current line of Amazon training and development business in May 2020, last year. And essentially, we have been in the market since 2015. We are based in Aldershot in Hampshire. Our brands, so we have two prominent brands. One is Sam Asia, which was launched earlier this year. This brand cater for all sorts of incense and confectionery products, which we sell under our brand. We have 200 plus established listings on Amazon. We also have another brand called M&J, which was launched in 2018. It's a massive brand for textile-based products, and we have a huge range of 500 plus products currently being listed on Amazon. In terms of textile, we do natural cotton, colored cotton, poly cotton, which can be 60-inch, 45-inch, drill cotton, muslin, hessian felt, and the range continues to grow as we progress. We also import large amount of confectionery, especially during the festive periods. And we also, not just to retail, but also to wholesale in the UK market. So that is also, a big range is also available. And of course, apart from that, there's a big range of other products such as rolling paper, books, etc., etc. Our achievements. I think the reason I wanted to go through a little bit about us, because those who are new, it just makes sense for you to understand who you're working with and dealing with and doing businesses with potentially in future, and it just has a good start to any conversation. So we have launched 60 plus unique small businesses in past 17 months through our training and development initiative for Amazon and eBay, where most clients had zero online business experience. Average monthly sales of those who started 17 months ago, although started with very, very little capital, they are ranging their monthly sales from £3,000 to £5,000. And those who are doing well, it's well above 10K. We have launched 700 plus personalized listing on Amazon, which we offer our clients exclusive access to those listings. We have 100 plus listings which are within the 100 within the top 100 rank of Amazon categories, relevant categories. We've also launched drop shipping of our products. It's paused at the moment because we wanted to launch this particular venture, and it will be up and running in near future. And today we are launching our data-driven Amazon venture, and which you are here for, and we'll discuss a little bit more about it in detail shortly as the presentation progresses. Why sell on Amazon? Now, Amazon is or any e-commerce business which have been running in past 10 to 20 years, they have significantly increased their wealth, their revenue, their presence in the market. Looking at Amazon, just in 4 years' time, they have doubled their value within the market, and they are currently valued almost $1,800 plus billion in the whole wide world. Why sell on Amazon? It's as I mentioned, it's one of the fastest growing e-commerce business. It's one of the safest one as well, and they are established in 16 countries, which allows you to grow your business internationally. I think perhaps here I should mention that I'm not advocating Amazon services in any way. It's just that because we utilize their platform, their services to sell our products, to sell our brands, and of course make earnings. That's why it's important to say why Amazon is quite good. It's fairly easy to set up and start selling, of course, with a bit of a guidance, of course. One of the main advantage of Amazon is FBA, is fulfillment by Amazon service. So essentially, you pick up the goods, you prepare them, and you send it to Amazon warehouse, and they keep on selling at Amazon warehouse. Essentially, that means you keep zero stock in your warehouse. You don't actually need to have a warehouse. Yeah, as I mentioned a bit earlier, you don't really need any big experience. You just need a bit of enthusiasm and a bit of mentoring, and up you go. Established customers can easily generate a revenue of 15 to 20K per month, which can bring an average yield of 10-20% in profit. Amazon product sale life cycle. Now, any business you want to run, launch, whether it's e-commerce or a shop or anything where you want to work on, your end goal is to generate some profit, to generate some money for your living. Same work for Amazon as well. Before you make a profit, you need to identify a product, and your information gathering, your analysis, your data skills, and decision making starts from the very first point. You find a product, the very first thing you want to check: will this firstly sell? Will this make you a profit? If the answer is yes, you simply purchase that product. And once you purchase that product, you want to sell it on Amazon, you list that product. If there's a listing already available, you just make sure that it's an adequate listing. If there is any missing information, if the images are poor, you try to enhance that product, because you want to make sure that you give your product at the best chance to sell on the Amazon platform. And of course, if you're doing FBA, you need to prepare the product most of the time. It's mostly stickering or properly packaging. So when it goes to Amazon warehouse, they don't have to do anything. It's just when they receive an order, they just pick up your goods from their shelves, and off they go. And of course, essentially, you want to sell that product, and sometimes being either a new and old customer, depending on various circumstances. Sometimes you need to advertise your product. Sometimes you just need to make sure that you win your buy box price in order to sell the product more comprehensively, and of course, and then make some profit. Now we will do a bit of a case study. It's one of our branded product, and I just wanted to go through how we actually, when, of course, those who are already selling and those who are new, how do you actually start? Sorry, clear. Visa, can you confirm if you're still hearing me? believe you guys can. Okay, no worries, I'll continue. Okay, so in terms of products, so this is one of our products. What I want to show you is there's a lot of things you start capturing. So essentially, in order to make a sale, there's a lot going on that page. There are a few things I want you to see. Look at the image. Look at the tag for Amazon choice for a keyword called incense sticks. Look at how many star rating this particular product has, 165. Look at feature rating this product has. And also at the bottom, you can also see the seller rank, number 7 of the product. So clearly, a lot of things are buzzing in this particular image. There's a lot of information which you as a buyer and a seller needs to understand and start making decision that whether you are going to be selling this product or not. So clearly, the good things are the product has good rating, has good seller rank. It has quite a few variations as well, which you can take. The images quality looks quite good, and it also has an incense sticks. So essentially, if you want to buy and sell that product, what do you actually need to do? What are the next calculations? And that's where we'll do a bit of calculations. So essentially, as you can see, that product is selling for £6.99 on Amazon at the moment. And you can see on my presentation on the left-hand side, it's £6.99 sale price. And this is our branded product. We are the owners of that particular brand, Sam Asia, and we have created that product for our sellers. Sorry, need to go next. And we are selling this product for £2, which includes all 6 various flavors and the stick and incense holder. So that's it. So we are going to, we know how much we're selling for. We are going to start calculating all the fees. So once we'll be purchasing that product for £2. Referral fee. Now, anything you sell on Amazon, Amazon charges you 15% commission fee essentially, but they also charge you 20% VAT on that. So that whole amount becomes 18%. And I know most of our clients are not VAT registered, so that's where what we try to do is ensure that all the prices we show are VAT inclusive, so that there's no confusion at the end or later on. So you'll be paying £1.26 to Amazon for every sale that particular product makes. And then because that product is on Amazon warehouse, you also they also charge you for postage, which is FBA fee. And this particular product is charged £2.80 inclusive of that for the postage. So Amazon charges us or charges you when you sell that product. And there are additional costs, such as if you want to send that product from Amazon warehouse, UPS will come and pick up that product. Depending on if you're getting an offer or not, 5 to 10 to 20p can be charged to sell that product. If you add all these costs and subtract them from your sale price, you're making a 74p profit. Now, this may not look a big margin from the sale price and to a profit margin, but essentially that's how it is. Average margin, profit margin on eBay, Amazon is in the 10% is considered quite a good margin for a product which is selling on quite regular basis. On the right-hand side, the graph essentially shows that a breakdown of all these costs against the sale price. So the whole circle is £6.99, and essentially 29% is the cost of purchase, 18% referral fee, 40% FBA fee, 3% of the cost, and about 10% your profit. So excellent. So we know we found a product which has rank number 7. We know it has good rating. We think we can make good 74p profit out of it. How many units should I sell in order to get some sort of a understanding of where we are? So there's a bit more data you need to understand and consider before you actually make your order. that's where we come handy. That's where our additional information comes handy, that we will also give you a trend analysis of how many units are being sold for this product. So for example, this particular graph shows you that this particular variation, not just variation, this particular product line and including variation, we are selling almost 45 units per day on Amazon, which is great. It's quite a healthy product. Now, of course, as you can see in these three pages, these three slides, I've shown you a lot of information. What if you get this information all in one place and you're able to make a good decision? And that's the plan we want to do. And I think that's where the next slide comes in, that our clients who have been working with us for past 17 months, when the pandemic was on, there were less jobs, etc. They were able to spend a lot more time in preparation and in their deliveries and everything. They had a lot more time to spend on Amazon, essentially. Now, of course, they can't. Everything is open. They want to run their own businesses and be part of them. And of course, there's an issue with storage. Their products goes out of stock. They're not unsure what to do, how quickly they can send the products back, and don't have any guide on what to buy and what not to. And essentially, what we will be offering is we'll provide the trend data. We'll provide we'll prepare the products for you or for whoever needs to. We will create the FBA shipment plans and post the products for you. We will offer a healthy profit against the investment as well. So essentially, what that means, you'll be given a data set which you can pick up and make a decision that, okay, fine, I'll sell 100 of these lines, or I'll purchase, and we essentially comes back to us, and we'll prepare and send those products on your behalf. Now, the Excel file which we are preparing and which we plan to, of course, digitize a bit as the time progresses, will look something like this. If I perhaps, hopefully everyone see, let me just make it a bit more bigger, just to make it easier. Now, for example, the Hem6 product, which I just showed you a bit earlier, is this particular product. We will give you the brand, the hyperlink to that product. What is this current sales rank? What is the star rating? What is the average sales of that particular product? When was the product launched? Is that product, can this product be sent on small and light? Can you actually sell this product as a drop shipping? Not at the moment, but of course in future we will. And then we'll give you what is the sale price, how much you'll buy the product for, all the calculations of to get a profit and percentage of profit. And it also in the end shows you that if, of course, any case, if you don't or if you're unable to come down and collect your product, or if you're unable to, you don't have sufficient time to get and prepare these products to Amazon and send them to Amazon warehouse or create FBA shipment, then we are giving a chance to extra services which we can offer to do all that work for you. So, for example, this particular product Hem6 will charge you 25p to make a unit. We'll prepare it, we'll sticker it, and we'll get it ready for you. And of course, if you want to send it to an Amazon warehouse, we'll charge addition 15p service charges to prepare the shipment and postage, etc., and send it out. And we'll still offer you 33 pence profit. Now, of course, these are not the fixed prices. They will vary. We would normally charge depending on the time and costs which are involved. This one is quite low price. We're charging purely because the profit margins are already a bit low. But that, of course, as you also know, that the sales volume is also quite high for that product. We will also let you know what is the minimum order you can place for that product, so you'll know what to do with it. We we will also give you access to, or you can also already see how many current sellers are on that product. But what we don't want to do is have more than 10 or 12 sellers in one product, because otherwise it just becomes too much competitive within the listing. Let's go back to our presentation. Next steps. Now, of course, we have two types of customers. One is existing customers. Of course, this information is pretty much ready. You can drop me a line. We can discuss your requirements. You can place an order immediately, and we can start processing your orders. New customers, of course, anyone who's absolutely new to the system and would like to start the work, again, I'll advise you to drop me a line. We can discuss your requirements. And what we normally suggest is anyone want to launch their own shop, Amazon shop, we'll request them to create your own company, create a business bank account, and Amazon Seller Central account, and we'll request the data, and we'll send you the data, and you start selling. And essentially, that's where we are. And sorry, I think it took about 20 odd minutes, and that's all we wanted to do. And of course, that leads us to question and answer session. And I'm not sure if everyone is able to hear me, but does anyone have any questions? I think everyone is allowed to unmute themselves. How many people do we have? Let's see. Ibtisam, do you have any question? I think you can unmute. Okay. Zagam, do you have any questions? Okay. I think we have some more people joining in, but maybe Zagam, you can. I hope you are able to unmute yourself. If you can, please go ahead. Zagam, can you hear me? We can't hear you. Okay, that's fine. Ibtisam, can you hear us? As per my understanding, okay, sorry. Okay.
Yes, Aniko.
Oh, you can now. Okay.
Well, now I can, yeah. I couldn't unmute myself before. Okay, so I just had a few questions. You know, in terms of, you said, okay, you can send the data quickly. You know, in terms of the preparation, if you can just guide us a bit more. And of course, I can see there are quite a few new people as well in here. You know, in terms of the packing the stuff and everything, how does it work and how do you do it?
It really depends on the size of the orders. So if we, for example, suddenly receive a lot of orders, we were planning to hire an individual who will be doing the preparation of the products. Depending on how many orders we have, we of course will work on them step-by-step basis. But I think at the moment we are quite available to pick up orders and start immediately. And essentially, in terms of infrastructure, so I think what we will need, if you need a full service in terms of access to your Seller Central account and preparing the products and everything, then we will also need access a development access to your Amazon Seller Central account as well. Is that okay, Prasad? I think you had a few more questions.
So maybe the next question is, you know, I said, of course, we can, the way you told us, okay, that was the dropship. You know, in terms of the sending the stuff to the Amazon warehouse, you normally people come there, pack it, and then we just post it. You post it for them, which is a plus point for everyone who are doing the dropship and who is sending the stuff to FBA. I just have one more question. You know, how long, if you can just tell the people as well, how long does it take to the inventory to get live on Amazon? Because of course, once you send it, because there was quite a few people asking me as well that, okay, once you send the stuff, how long does it take to get there, or how long does it take to get active on the listing?
Absolutely. Well, normally it doesn't take too long, a week to 10 days maximum. But during the festive period, it can be quite difficult, because sometimes they receive the inventory, or the inventory is usually received by Amazon warehouses within a couple of days, but then they are sending into other fulfillment centers. So although the inventory might be active, but it's not available for sales, maybe because it's being sent around in other warehouses throughout the country. But usually a week to 10 days is the average time. Is there any other question?
Someone, can you hear me?
Gigi.
So maybe one last question. In terms of the sending the stuff and everything, that's very clear to, I think, all of us. One last thing, which of course, if you can just tell everyone, in terms of the pricing, of course, once it's set by the admin, and then we have seen in past as well that quite people will just go down to the price, which doesn't make any profit to the seller, but it just make it good for the customer. So if you can just bit more advise us on this one as well, like in terms of the pricing, if you just how to stay stable, because sometimes the market is down and the orders are not coming, and people get panic. Same as the fuel panic, the people get panic. Okay, orders not coming, so they just put the price down, which just make not the market effective, but especially the seller, they just get effect from that. So if you can just guide us a bit more on this as well, please.
So we strictly ensure that the price remains static for all customers. So all the customers, if you do make a decision to change the price, we'll let everyone know that this is the new price, and they update the price accordingly. However, we have noticed that sometimes customers, of course, as you mentioned, panic, do decrease the prices. There are various other reasons why the price may not be, or why they are unable to sell products. Either their account rating is low, they're not getting the buy box win because there are multiple sellers in there. And it takes time to establish your account on Amazon platform. What we do try to do is, if you're not winning a buy box win, we try to offer you products which are running a lot more faster. So your account gets a bit more rating and visibility on Amazon platform. But if we do make a decision, it's normally the decision made centrally on whether to take down the price or not. Sometimes there are bumps in the market, and we normally guide. I mean, if there's a product which you have been selling for a good price for good number of months or most part of the year, and suddenly if it's not being picked up, then we normally request members to just stay put. It will pick up in the market. Jifisam, any more question?
Just maybe one more question. In terms of, you said the products, the personalized items, because of course with the issue with the personalized items on Amazon is that only one person can do the customization on the personalized item, or which is specially designed for the customers. In terms of that, are you making the listings for everyone separately, or will it be one listing which will have the, let's say, some kind of personalized thing which everyone can just meet you or just can copy the listing?
So these listings are personalized but static, not customized by the customers. So we've already predefined, for example. So this example was just one example of incense sticks. We have a huge amount of big other range of products. So these are static lines. So for example, I know if you're selling a customizable mug which needs to have different images or text, etc., those listings are slightly different, and only one seller can sell in that under that listing. Take up some. Anyone else wants to ask any questions?
So we can ask one last question, please.
Yeah, go ahead.
In terms of the listing, of course, you have, of course, told people, then there was a few people asking me a few days ago as well, that how do you, of course, you just keep an eye on your listing. So if you can just tell them how often you keep an eye on your listing to make sure that, of course, all the people who are working, especially with you in terms of Amazon, so they get good profit, because of course there were a few people, I've seen that quite a few people, they just make their own listing after a few months or a few weeks, or less than a few months, they would just try to make their own listing just to get more profit or something, but they cannot manage it themselves, because of course it's not easy, that easy with how the thing. In terms of that, if you just explain to other people as well, that how often you keep an eye on your listing, because of course it's not a very simple thing to keep an eye on your listing. So if you can just guide people a bit more on this as well, how often you keep an eye on your listing, and how do you make sure that for all the listing you're making are perfect for the people who are working with you?
Sure, absolutely. Well, Sam, we as you know, we don't charge any money for training and development of our customers. So we teach them free of charge. We spend a lot of time, effort, personal effort in teaching a lot of our clients. We also, of course, spend a lot of time in ensuring that our the products, the listings we are creating are professional, or absolutely top-notch and something absolutely professional for any buyers to come and just click and purchase the products. Of course, and at the same time, our purpose is not to make our clients absolutely dependent on us. We encourage them to buy and purchase as many products they would like to have from us, learn from us, and expand their marketplace, reach out to other markets, buy other products, reach out to other wholesalers, try to maximize and increase their market share and market value on Amazon, not just on Amazon, eBay, and any other e-commerce platform. But at the same time, what we do tell them that we prefer that you do not come in the same competition as us. So for example, if we are selling one particular product and tomorrow you decide to sell the same product, that becomes a direct competition. And of course, unfortunately, that really doesn't work out with us, or it just wouldn't work out with anyone. In first place, no one comes and teach you the business aspects, etc. But if somebody is, then of course we would expect them to adhere to some common sense that there's a big market available, and there's a lot of other products and lines available. And we've always helped members to go and explore and support as much as we can to increase their market value and share. Hopefully that was your last. Take care. Anyone else wants to ask any questions? No, perfect, great. Okay. I know there were a lot of last minute apologies as well. We'll send them a record. Oh, Imran Sab, do you want to ask a question? Please go ahead.
Assalamualaikum, everyone. I just have a quick question. How often do you think we should revise our listing? Like,
sorry, how often?
How often we should revise our listing, like on eBay, or we normally it's recommended that we should revise our listing after about a month or 2 months, but on Amazon.
It really depends. If your listing is already has all the information which a customer requires, then I don't see any need for revision. But if your product is quite seasonal, so for example, you need to add in keywords for Christmas or for Halloween or for any other event, then again, yes, you may need to revise that listing accordingly, but most of the time it's quite static listing. Take an answer. Okay, any more questions? Okay, perfect. Okay, that's great. Jazakallah everyone for joining, and I hope you enjoyed and learned a few things. And of course, if we can help you in any way going forward, please drop me a line, and we'll discuss your requirements. With that, thank you. We'll share the recording of the session soon. Assalamu alaikum.